everybody? It's your boy Eddie and welcome back to the channel, and I hope you all are having a wonderful day. And for today's video, we clearly have the Marvel Spider-Man 2 Collector's Edition box in front of us. So let's get to unboxing it because I do have the game in the background downloading and I'm fiending to play it, guys. So when you actually look at the front of this box right here, you can actually see the Marvel Spider-Man 2 logo. And then on the right hand side, you can see both Miles and Peter doing the web flipping effect, which is pretty cool. And on Miles' side, you can see him doing his Venom Blast. And then on Peter's side, you can see the symbiote actually crawling onto his web shooters, which is a pretty fire detail. And newsflash, guys, Peter clearly has a symbiote in this game. So then we move on to the left side of this box. You can see the spider logo right here. And that is the exact spider logo on the back of Peter's outfit, which is pretty cool. Then when you actually go onto this backhand side right here, you can actually see all of the different details that comes with this collector's edition box, such as the 19-inch Venom statue with both Peter and Miles attacking him, with the digital deluxe details, and many other things. And then when we go on to the top of this box right here, you can see that Marvel Spider-Man 2 logo, which is pretty nice. And guys, with that being said, let's just get right into unboxing it. And it's a pretty big box, so I'm just gonna cut to actually having the box in front of me. Now guys, we have the collector's box right here, and it is pretty simple in comparison to the original Marvel Spider-Man 1 box. But the one thing that I do want to say is the fact that the original collector's edition box was probably half the size of this, or maybe 1/4 of the size of this actual box. So let's just get into the brief details of the original collector's box. So what it came with was this beautiful Spider-Man statue right here. And I really love the statue because it basically has all the villains on it. So one of the actual issues with that previous collector's box was that if you wanted to look at this, you would be spoiled for the whole entire game because they had all the villains there. And if you guys didn't know Otto Octavius or Doc Ock, he was actually a good guy at the beginning of the game, so they kind of made you think that he wasn't going to turn evil. But if you saw this tentacle right here, you definitely would have knew he was going to turn bad by the end of the game. So that was the only thing I didn't like about it, but it's something that just kept you spoiler free. So after finishing the game in about a week, I was able to look at this beauty, and I was super excited when I was looking at this thing. It was too fire not to look at, man. And also what else it came with was the steelbook case. And it actually was pretty simple, you know what I'm saying? It's not too crazy. It has the beautiful white emblem right there. And what's pretty controversial, well, not now because we're pretty much used to it, but was controversial then when the game actually came out in 2016. Not everybody liked the white spider logo, and obviously we're used to Spider-Man having a black spider logo. But I think that was a really nice design change and instantly made the Insomniac Spider-Man iconic off the rip. One thing that I also want to note is that inside the box you do have some extra details right here, which was just some brochures and the DLC download code for the City That Never Sleeps pack, which was pretty decent overall. The story wasn't too crazy and I wasn't big on the Hammerhead thing, but overall I did enjoy it and did have extra Spider-Man content, so you can never be upset about that. Then when you look at the inside of this detail right here, you can see that Peter is actually taking a selfie, I believe, on the Empire State Building. Then once we open this big lid right here, guys, so I'm gonna move this real quick. We do have the spider logo right here, and it's all black to kind of show that it's been covered in the symbiote. And I do think that that detail is very nice. And if you guys understand anything about the suit, the whole point of it is to keep that simplicity on it, which I love. And pretty much Spider-Man first got the symbiote in the Secret Wars comic, which was pretty cool. He was pretty much shocked that it wasn't his red and blue suit, and also said that he loved the simplicity of the design of it and how it also kind of seemed inspired by the Spider-Woman that was in the Secret Wars, and she was also wearing a similar black suit. And it's crazy how it went from that in Secret Wars to what it's become now. And I can't wait to see the storyline and what Insomniac does with the black suit. So anyways, guys, the next thing we're greeted with is this little detail right here to pretty much show you how to assemble the Venom statue. And it's very easy. You probably don't even need to read this or look at this to know how to do it, which I'll show you guys in a second. Then we are greeted with this beautiful, phenomenal steelbook case. Look how awesome that looks right there. So we do have Peter and Miles fighting Venom, and Venom looks very large and aggressive. And then when we actually flip it onto this side, you can see that on the steelbook case it does say Emily May Foundation. And if you guys are not familiar with it, Emily Osborn is Harry's mother, and May is Peter's Aunt May, who pretty much is his mother figure. So I love that in this game they actually made a foundation named after them. I don't know what the cause of it is. That's pretty much what we're gonna find out during the story, but I'm excited to see what's gonna happen. Then once we open the case, you can see that we have the Spider-Man digital download right there. So as I mentioned, it is a digital deluxe, so don't expect a disc like you would have in the original Marvel Spider-Man Collector's Edition, but I think it's still okay. I mean, at this point, I don't even know where the disc for this PS4 game is at all. So with it being digital, I'm kind of happy about it, but it depends on how you look at it. It may be a fortunate or unfortunate situation depending on what you like. Normally, I do like discs, and maybe I would have preferred it, but at this point, for the past couple of games I've downloaded, they've all been digital, so it is what it is on that. So then when we look at the inside of the case, this is where the original Marvel Spider-Man CD case looks better than this. So we just have an all black case with the Spider logo right in the center. So I do love the fact that on the original Collector's Edition, it had Spider-Man taking a selfie. And I wish maybe they would have added something like Peter in the symbiote suit doing like a tentacle shot or something crazy. But again, the cover art is way better than the cover art on this first one. But the inside of the first one looks better than the inside of this one. But overall, I'm gonna take this cover art any day. It's just super fire and just looks great. So now let's just get into the meat and the potatoes of the video, because we do have this large Venom statue and it's actually pretty crazy. So what we are greeted with is this Venom right here. And it's literally a 19-inch statue, it's crazy. So Venom is literally grabbing onto Miles and it looks insane. So as I mentioned earlier, Peter is separated right here and he's almost the same size as the original, maybe a little bit smaller to match with the Venom, but it's pretty cool, man. So once we get this web right here, black encasing right here, and then once we open this, we do have the web. So what I'm gonna do is attach it to Peter really quickly, and then we're gonna attach it onto Venom, and I believe it should get on like that. And then we have our Collector's Edition statue. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comment section down below, because I love what we're getting with this package. I think it's a bit more memorable than the original Collector's Edition, although this statue is still pretty fire, and in comparison, the Venom one just beats it just because of the size, the details. You can even see details on his teeth, how it's kind of yellow but goes into this white tint, because it just shows how venomous he is and how he's a real monstrosity. But again, I want to know your thoughts on this Collector's Edition. A lot of people were complaining about the $229 price tag, which is pretty hefty, and maybe an $80 jump. I believe the original was $150 if I'm not mistaken. I really can't remember, it was about 5 years ago. With that being said, guys, that's gonna conclude the unboxing of this video. Do you like the Steelbook case? Do you like this Venom statue? I know I do, and I can't wait to put it on my collectible wall. And with that being said, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Share with your friends and family and all that. And I'll catch you on the next video, guys. Peace.